Hey, today is Tuesday, May the 5th. You will notice I'm at a different angle today. You have me in Pastor Casey selfie mode today. I left my tripod at the church yesterday, so that's the bad news. The angle isn't quite as good. You get to put up with my ugly mug a little bit closer today, but that's the bad news. The good news is the reason I was using my tripod at the church yesterday is we've got some special music coming up this Sunday for Mother's Day. We taped it yesterday. Rick Kennedy playing his fantastic organ once again, and then Leo Rowe will have a special solo this upcoming Sunday for Mother's Day. So we'll put everything together. We're going to have some special music to celebrate moms. That's only part of it, though. The rest of the church service is going to be taped at the Anna Jarvis house in Webster. Anna Jarvis, the woman who helped spearhead and start the very first Mother's Day, born in Webster. And we will be doing our worship service in her home, the home of Mother's Day. And we'll be worshiping there this Sunday. So help get word out and about. We're going to celebrate Polly Foreman, who is being honored this year as the Mother of the Year. But it's Mother's Day, and where better to celebrate than the very home of the woman who helped start Mother's Day. So a special worship service coming up this Sunday. Please help get word out and about. Now today, I heard someone describe the moment that we're currently in as a pressure cooker. You ever used a pressure cooker? I'm more of a crock pot kind of cook myself, but a pressure cooker it's almost magical, isn't it? How quickly you put a pot roast or something like that in the pressure cooker, and it cooks it 10, 20 times faster than a crock pot does, maybe even faster. And the science behind it is steam, and it's water, and it's the pressure, and it evenly cooks every single surface of whatever you're trying to cook, and it's just amazing to me. But the person was trying to describe what we're going through right now in the midst of this pandemic, in the midst of this coronavirus that we're going through. It's almost like this pressure cooker that there's so many different things that are just weighing on us right now. The fears and the concerns, and we're a couple months into it, and we've just been in this pressure cooker for a couple months going on right now, and there's still this concern about getting the virus, and what happens if I do get the virus? Will I be okay? And if I get the virus and I don't know about it and I spread it to other people, and the pressure cooker that many people have gone through, being furloughed or laid off from their job, and wondering about when will my business get back up and running? When will I be employed again? And how long will I be able to make it without having a regular income coming in? Or the pressure cooker of, all of us have had to really stay at home the last couple months. And while there are some blessings and some good things from that, I'll tell you, you're in the same spot day in, day out, and you're looking at the same family members day in, day out, and you're used to going to restaurants, you're used to doing, this, that, the other, and it's just, you don't know when everything's gonna get opened up again, and it's like a pressure cooker. And, when you're in this for so long, it can be a lot, and it can really weigh on us. And this reminds me of this pressure cooker moment that happens in the Bible, where Moses has led the Israelites out of Egypt. He's freed them, and God has parted the Red Sea, and they're traveling on their way to the Promised Land, and God is providing for them. He's given them manna and quail and water, and yet there are time and time again, it seems like the Israelites just run into new moments of tension, and they're attacked, and they're worried about food, and they're worried about animals, and they're worried about everything that comes along with being in this situation in life that they were in. And it was a pressure cooker type moment. And then the unthinkable happens. They're out in the middle of the desert, and they're attacked. I have to think Moses and the people have to be sitting there thinking, just another thing. This pressure cooker just got ramped up a little bit more. So that's what I want to read to you this morning. It comes to us from Exodus 17, beginning in verse 8. While the people of Israel were still at Rephidim, the warriors of Amalek attacked them. Moses commanded Joshua, "Choose some men to go out and fight the army of Amalek for us. Tomorrow I will stand at the top of the hill, holding the staff of God in my hand." So Joshua did what Moses had commanded and fought the army of Amalek. Meanwhile, Moses, Aaron, and Hur climbed to the top of a nearby hill. Now, did you catch that? For some reason, when Moses is holding up his staff, when he's holding the staff that God had given him, when he's holding up this staff, the people are winning in battle. And you know, there's something powerful. There's something that, frankly, God is using Moses, maybe showing Moses that he is the leader of these people, and the people could look at Moses as their leader. I think that God was doing this for a very specific way. And as Moses is holding up the staff, they're winning. They're winning the day, but the minute his hand starts to drop, they start to lose, and they start to suffer on the battlefield. As long as Moses held up the staff in his hand, the Israelites had the advantage. But whenever he dropped his hand, the Amalekites gained the advantage. Moses' arms soon became so tired he could no longer hold them up. So Aaron and Hur found a stone for him to sit on. Then they stood on each side of Moses, holding up his hands, so his hands held steady until sunset. Now, the first reaction is, you know, what's wrong with that Moses? Can't he hold his hand up? You know, clearly, doesn't he see that when his hand drops, there's people dying out on the battlefield? When he gets fatigued, the people out there are losing. All he has to do is stand there and hold up his arm holding the staff. And that's the initial reaction. But have you ever tried to hold your hand up for even a minute, not holding anything? And then add some weight to it. It's hard to hold up your hand. And Moses is holding his hand up for 5 minutes, then 10 minutes, and then an hour. And it's a lot. Fortunately, he's got people there to help him. His brother Aaron and Hur come by his side and hold up his arms for him. And the people win the day. They get through this pressure cooker moment. Now for us, we're in the pressure cooker of our own day and age, aren't we? And there are some people that are going through it a lot, that are really in the moment, that are really going through some incredibly difficult times. And my homework for you today is to think about those people in your life, those people that are close to you, you know, maybe a brother or a sister or a friend that is really struggling, and you know, they've got a lot going on in their life, and frankly, they need someone to lift them up. You know, not literally, not physically lifting up their arms like Moses had with his brother Aaron and Hur, but they need someone to come into their life to be by their side, to lift them up, to offer some comfort, to pick up the phone and to say, you know, we're going to get through this, because we will get through this. And as we're in the middle of it, just know I'm here. I'm by your side. I'm here to help you get through this. So the pressure cooker of life, we need people like you to step up, to be those Aarons and those Hurs, to help out the Moses, to help out the people in life. Thank you so much for joining me in the devotion today. I hope you have a blessed day.